Well, movies used to be the big gig for Hollywood's A-list, but increasingly these days, some of the best stuff is on the telly.
And that's certainly the case with the new series Slow Horses, which features an all-star cast headed by Oscar winner Gary Oldman. After a botched and publicly embarrassing training mission, British MI5 agent River Cartwright is exiled to a place called Slough House, an administrative purgatory for Secret Spy Service rejects, where employees are known as Slow Horses. Slow Horses premieres today on Apple TV+, and I caught up with the cast to hear all about it.
I don't normally do these kind of speeches, but this feels like a big moment. I know it's not easy being banished from MI5 to my department, but that's on you. Only screw-ups get sent to Slough House, and I've got to be honest. Working with you has been the lowest point in a disappointing career. Right.
Gary, what a glorious character you play. I read one writer describe you as the slob who came in from the cold.
The slob who came in from the cold.
That's
I
genius.
love that. I love that. Basingbourne at the Daily Mail referred to me as the farting Falstaff.
Nice.
The slob who came in from the cold.
Got to get that on a mug.
Bringing you up to speed's like trying to explain Norway to a dog.
Beautiful, because of course it references Smiley, who you played in Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. It's just got everything.
Yeah, Jackson Lamb is Smiley, the everything that went wrong. The brain is sharp, but...
The digestive system, not so much.
No. Yeah.
Need a bit, yeah.
What are you looking for? The remnants of a once promising career.
Slough House is like prison. You're not supposed to ask what you're in for.
Now, it's written by the other Will Smith, the one who, of course, wrote The Thick of It and Veep. So it's got that wonderful humour going through it, as well as action and drama. It's everything you could want.
It's based on these books by Mick Herron.
So good.
And it's very different from, like, James Bond or A Bourne Identity, where you're always pushing that plot and that action and that storyline along. It's a character show.
Like it or not, Slough House is part of this now.
What do you think you're playing at?
I didn't mean to kill him.
Of course you didn't. If you meant to kill him, he'd still be alive.
Gary, you're the highest-grossing film actor in the world, as in your films have grossed more than any other actor.
I think Sam Jackson may have taken over.
Oh.
You know what? I used to be. I might be the second or third now. I used to be #1, and then Sam Jackson got that whole Marvel thing going, you know.
That's cheating. It feels like cheating.
That's cheating, yeah.
Well, it's still an amazing accolade to have, but we're getting to see you on television for the first time, which is great.
I'm a fan of long form. I have been for years. I mean, even as a kid, I remember watching Upstairs and Downstairs. I mean, like from the early days. But in recent years, I feel that I've seen the best acting, the best writing, the best directing, the best cinematography, the best set design on television.
I actually want to be useful. I could not be more bored if I tried.
What was your impression and knowledge of the spy world going into this? Was it coloured by James Bond, Bourne, or even Gary Oldman in Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, perhaps?
Absolutely, all these, you know, really manicured, good-looking people, you know, saving the world, and loads of like cool gadgets.
Good at maths.
Really good at maths and solving riddles.
And what do we see in Slow Horses by contrast?
Coffee stains and shitty front doors and no internet and, yeah.
Holes in socks.
Yeah.
Last night's takeaway.
Too much drinking. Yeah. A lot of dysfunction.
Fortunately, it's not smell-o-vision when we're watching. Gary's character of Jackson Lamb certainly seems fragrant.
You put lives in danger. This is off the books.
Traditionally, in all the spy films and series we see, they have really well-rounded blokes and then a couple of token women tacked on the side, but not in this series.
Absolutely.
We all go toe-to-toe with each other, and we all go toe-to-toe with Jackson Lamb, and especially Catherine. I mean, completely hold your own in his bullying presence.
I've realised, as you say, I've completely taken it for granted, and it's not. It is. It's a luxury and a delight.
And that we get to be as messy and dirty as the men as well.
Yeah.
Well, what's it got to do with you? Whatever's going on will be a job for the real agent.
For me, Slow Horses, it's a 6-hour movie. But I've been such a fan of TV. I'm currently obsessed with Severance at the moment. My wife and I just binged The Amazing Mrs. Maisel, Yellowstone, you name it. We just drink it in.
She's covering her tracks.
Years ago, you remember, like, there used to be the television actor and then the movie actor, and the movie actor felt that if they went to television, it would hurt the brand, and there was this snobbery, which was like, oh, I'm in the movies and you're sort of over there in TV. That has all completely changed. At 64, I feel like I've got a gig.
Yeah. Yeah.
You really care about them, don't you?
No, I think they're a bunch of absolute losers. But they're my losers.
It is so much fun, that show.
That looks awesome. Kind of like James Bond for slobs,
Yeah,
really.
exactly.
What's it? You've seen it?
I binged the whole lot. Couldn't
Yeah?
stop.
Is it
It's
just great?
Yeah, it is just great. And when you think of it, so how Gary Oldman came to be like the biggest grossing movie star, you've got to
Yeah.
think. He's played everyone from Sid Vicious to Dracula, but he was also in the 3 big Batman movies, Christopher Nolan's Batman movies. He was
Commissioner Gordon.
Commissioner Gordon was also in the Harry Potters.
Right.
So you go into those big franchises. He won the Oscar for playing Winston Churchill in The Darkest Hour, and your tally starts to go up, and then Sam Jackson comes in underneath, gets a Marvel part, and takes over.
Oh, and he had all the Star Wars.
He did. I mean,
movies as well,
he had some nice work. He had snakes on a
snakes on a plate. Yeah,
Snakes on
he can act as well.
snakes on a bed
and
plate, yeah.
I can kind of relate to Gary Oldman. It's nice to be 64 and have a gig. isn't it?
exactly right. 64. You're looking great.
Well, not quite there, but
Okay.
we're getting there.